You have a higher calling, so don't be surprised when the challenges are more difficult as well. And I can see the narcissist that you have just defeated is one of those challenges. You are correct in believing that this was a fated connection. This person came into your life to teach you a very specific karmic lesson. I feel like you have seen the darkest of shadows through this person. This is a connection that you were made to believe would be everlasting until the rug was yanked out from under you. This narcissist never loved you, and I never would say anything to hurt you. I simply want to wake up your senses. I feel like this is somebody who wore a mask for so long, so successfully, that when you saw the real version of who they were, you didn't believe it. You thought that if you could love them harder, if you could understand them more, that you would get that same version that you got in the beginning of the relationship. And I feel like right now you are struggling within your own shadows. You do share a soul contract with this person. And that's why it's absolutely impossible just to instantly banish them from your mind. But with work and with really holding yourself with grace and patience, baby, you will get through this. And I am here to help. I'm Caroline, the Moon Mountain Mystic, and this is my one and only account. I will never reach out to you for any reason, but if you would like a reading with me, hit up my inbox and I will get you booked today. I tell my personal clients this all of the time. You know you're getting somewhere in your spiritual journey when you have had dealt with a narcissist, where you have been in love with a narcissist. I know that there's a part of you that wants to be embarrassed that you loved this type of person. But baby, when I tell you the lessons that you are going to learn, they're going to bring in everlasting abundance into your life. You may be hurting, but I see a much stronger, smarter, much more harder to manipulate version of you in front of me now. Now we see this narcissist card out here on the table, and we also see shadows. I know you've dealt with it all with this person. The addiction, the lust, the obsession. They were nothing more than toxic. I feel like you knew for a long time that this relationship was no longer for you, but because of the soul tie, the trauma bond, and honestly, just your body's chemistry being wired to this person's codependency on you, that'll do it. All right, that is exactly what I hear. I feel like right now you're in a little bit of a low vibration, all right? Your heart feels a little bit weak, and there are insecurities that I sense in you as well. But honey, if you're still living through perspectives that this person has given you, it's time to drop them. You would never trust this person again. Why would you trust any thoughts that they have given to you? No, you are not unworthy. You are simply going through the paces of your karmic lessons. Tarot, tell us what we need to know. I see karmic lessons like 3 times on my cards. I know that it felt like you had this unshakable, unbreakable soul connection to this person. And baby, most unfortunately, that is the design of the trauma bond, okay? It's very likely that this person was a twin flame for you as well. And the twin flame journey is not to be romanticized. The twin flame journey is for you to get some of these karmic lessons under your belts, to vibrate at a higher frequency so that you can be in alignment with a true divine partner. And baby, you are so divine, okay? As much as I can see that this person absolutely tried to strip you of everything, including your divine energy with Temperance and the Devil here, I can see and I'm hearing nothing was ever enough for this person. Laying next to them every day, every night in bed, it was like you signed a deal with the devil. They tried their best to strip you of who you were, but you held on to it. High Priestess on the bottom of my deck. You have only strengthened your connection to spirit at this point, all right? I do see Judgment here as well. I see Judgment with Justice. When I'm telling you that this person was nothing more than a lesson for you, they weren't just a lesson. They were multiple lessons. And I think the lesson is about this type of person, this type of unwell person, okay? I also do get a sense of like a past life connection that you share with this person. It feels like the karma that has been dealt with back and forth, it's rolling from more than just this life. And I can see just how much this person like meant to you at one point. When I tell you it's all part of the design, it is all part of the design. Tara, what happens next in this situation? Because if I know Narcissist, they never stay away. It doesn't matter if they lay in wait for months or years. If you were that good supply and baby, you were grade A supply, they will be back. And I see the Six of Cups. Gross. The card of something from the past coming back into your life. Now, this is not to say that this is going to be happening right now. They will be very strategic in the way that they try to approach you here. But there will be a time, honey, where they will try to come back and have a bright new beginning with you. Seeing that Fool, nothing about the past will be able to be discussed. I feel like this is somebody who is keeping themselves single, keeping themselves apart, always holding themselves as a lone wolf. But they're going to come back in begging for that commitment once more. All right. I feel like this reading is coming out to give you a little bit of that moral support so that you know that you're not crazy, because this person has made you feel crazy so many times. We even see it when they come back. Seven of Cups. They're going to have a whole narrative here for you to follow. They want you to feel like you don't know what's going on so they can control you. Tarot, give us a quick outcome here. Give us a quick outcome. Nine of Pentacles. You don't need them. You never needed them. And you know that. You know I'm right. You know you never needed this SOB. All right? Yes, okay. We see the Nine of Pentacles and we see the Lovers. What type of life do you want to live? Do you want to live a life stuck to somebody who is going to constantly hurt you? Or do you want to live for yourself? The Lover sees you at this crossroads and it's all about doing what is best for the future version of yourself. But you're not going to feel that way until you get out of this feeling of unworthiness. You have to remember who you are. You are mighty and you are made for more.